There are some fundamental misunderstandings around clean energy that just refuse to die. I mean, you hear that it's expensive, that it only exists because of subsidies, that fossil fuels are somehow the real market solution, and that China is gaming the system while everyone else loses money. None of that holds up when you look at the actual data. So let's do that. Let's walk through this clearly. No hype, no politics, just reality. And don't forget to like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and click the alert bell so the Clean Energy Edge is in your feed. Now let's bust some myths. First things first, clean energy is no longer the future. It's the here and now. Utility scale solar and onshore wind are the cheapest source of new electricity in the world today. And that's without subsidies. This is an opinion. It shows up consistently in IEA and Bloomberg data. I mean, think about it. Once you build a solar or wind project, there's no fuel cost. There's no price volatility. There's no geopolitical risk. I mean, if clean energy were expensive, utilities wouldn't be building it at record levels. Because here's something to think about. Utilities, they don't care about ideology. They care about cost. And that brings us to the next claim, which is that clean energy only survives on subsidies. I mean, that argument ignores over a century of history. The fossil fuel industry has received government support for more than 100 years. We're talking tax advantages, infrastructure build-out, land access, and global military protection of supply routes. Those subsidies continue today, and that's even as gas and oil companies post record profits. Clean energy incentives, by contrast, are typically temporary and designed to scale new technology. And with the billionaire bill, they're going away anyways. So if subsidies disqualified an energy source, fossil fuels, they wouldn't exist either. Now let's talk about China, because this is where the conversation often completely breaks down. You may have heard a recent claim that China doesn't even have wind farms. I mean, that claim is simply false. The truth is that China has installed more solar and wind than any country in the world. They deploy more clean energy every year than the rest of the world combined. They're not just manufacturing clean energy tech, they're using it at massive scale to power their economy. Yeah, China still burns coal, but they are also building clean energy faster than anyone else because they treat it as an industrial strategy, not a political debate. And just to clear this up, they're wind turbines, not windmills. Windmills grind grain or pump water. Turbines generate electricity. You don't have to like China's politics to recognize this reality, that they are leading the global energy transition because they decided it was about cost, competitiveness, and energy security. So here's the bottom line. Clean energy is already the cheapest power we can build. Fossil fuels have been subsidized for generations and still are. And China is leading the energy transition by deploying clean energy at scale, not by pretending it doesn't work. The energy transmission isn't theoretical anymore. The only question left is whether the U.S. chooses to lead or explain later why it didn't. We'll catch you next time.